We don't talk about that, that's too taboo. We only talk about rappers too cashew. That's nuts. But instead of niggas talking about the niggas that we lost to violence, y'all would rather awkward silence. Or like your unk, walk it out in the parking lot, the lobby of your apartment house, and got him when he parked the Audi. More body than the Maserati. Seen at least 4 bodies than the paparazzi. But we don't talk about that, that's too taboo. We only talk about facts that you cap to. They look at you and see a jigaboo, an animal. I still look at Jigga Dude and see a camel. Oops, I might do a Jigga too when my label say I'm being too political. But I'm from the era of Arsenio, before the interviews were super critical. They used to take your word for it, now they loop the video. But we don't talk about that, that's too taboo. We only talk about facts when we have to. Why the hassle? When the cops see me and my mans, they like, look, 2 baboons. Guerrilla warfare is what they be preaching. If any nigga look at you the wrong way, go on spray. The same way they did Harambe, exactly how they gon' do any nigga from Broadway to Bombay. But we don't talk about that, that's too taboo. No more talking, no chats. Remove statues of well-known Confederates like Washington, Grant, and Jefferson. If you don't believe me, check the internet. How ironic, the politicians that's iconic is the same ones on the 1, 2, and the $50 bill. You only profit when you listen to ghetto prophets tell you what's really in your wallet, that's Capital One. But we don't talk about that, that's too taboo. You only talk about crack and new tattoos. We only talk it on wax, not the apple. Instead of saying it's a crime, you calling it a snafu. But can we talk about the pastor and the altar boys? Or can we talk about the master, how we taught the boys to be ignorant based on only pigmentation? I'm sorry for the uber mental stimulation. Damn, feel like I'm living in a simulation. Total recall, Inception, the Matrix. But out of my peripheral, a different view, a brave new West world, season 1 and season 2. Am I a human or a host? Am I inhuman when I ghost the people that's supposed to be there the most for me? Instead they're mostly lethal. But we don't talk about that, well maybe in the sequel.